Pirate Wizard Dragon here. It is, hello. It's February 9th, 2015. Welcome to the future. Well, just a little short update on the condition of my human kindness in this planet. I technically have been homeless for the last 9 days, but it's not been a bad thing. I've been staying with some friends, me and my fiance. We knew our place was coming to an end in December, and we've been trying to find a place pretty much since then. Haven't had very good luck because Boulder County's got very expensive, I guess some people call it gentrification. Those kind of effects have seemed to taken a toll here. But good news is we did find a place, so we're just waiting for the cogs of the machine to turn, and when they turn in the right direction, the gears will be placed in the proper formation to have the place handed to us. And we found a place. We actually, it's called the Suites. It's here in Longmont where we live, and it's kind of nice because it's an old giant hotel that they converted into apartments, and the timing worked out just perfect where I got the presidential suite. We have to pay a little extra because it's bigger, but it's the biggest, it's just a one bedroom, but it's kind of nice. I mean, it's like basically living in the presidential suite of a huge ass hotel for a year. So I get that for a year, and the price is where we can afford it. So that's the good news, is that I won't be homeless for too much longer. And it was just all pure, I don't know how to say it, just pure luck, kind of. It wasn't anything planned or anything like that. It was just pure luck. So I'm happy about that. We don't have to worry about a place to live anymore. So that was a little stressful. My moving shit, man, it's a pain in the butt. I had to put all my stuff in storage, and man, 10 by 10, everything, you move out of a place. I mean, I knew in December that January was our last month I gave notice, into December, so I'm packing up everything, you don't know where you're going to be, and things got real stressful. I mean, it's just that unknown feeling of, I haven't been without a place for a long time. I mean, I lived on the streets when I was younger, but it wasn't something it wasn't ever a super happy thing. I mean, sometimes it was fun, but most of the time you spend a lot of time worrying about where you're going to end up and where you're going to sleep, mainly. So I'm kind of glad that that's been minimized in this whole transition. So things are moving forward with that, and it's kind of been a little just setback, minor setback, because I like to get shit done, and I'm busy with my art, and I actually have been commissioned to do more art, paid art, and I took money from one of my favorite people to work for, and I haven't done the art yet, so I gotta get to, as soon as I get settled in February here, but by the end of the month I'll be settled, and I can spend a good chunk of March catching up on all my art, and getting back to doing some tattooing and doing some painting. And it's nice because this place that I'm getting, it's got Wi-Fi, cable, it's got a gym, it's got its own landline. All this is paid for, so it's gonna save me a little bit of money too and the rent's cheap. So just had to jump through a bunch of hoops, but sometimes the timing, man, I don't know, the timing on this was serendipitous. It wasn't, I don't know, it just perfectly worked out. I was just about to lose it, but the place came through. Or actually, just after I'd kind of given up, that's when all the doors opened. So, literally. So I feel the good change coming, and I am ready for it. And I, in some ways, demanded it from the universe and got it. And, I was basically talking to the gods at one point towards the last part of this week, saying, if you want to keep me here, you better make it happen, because I want to move away. I mean, a big part of me wants to escape from Boulder County. Like, it's a little too yuppified for my gritty ass anymore, but I don't know, I'll give another chance. It's like I'll be here for a year, so once again, I'll make the best of it. If the rent's cheap and I can live here and get work done and without too many distractions and too many people, bugging me, getting into my shit, then I'll be pretty happy. So, yeah, it's a good thing. Still planning on getting married. Everything's going a little bit. Once we get settled with the moving and get our place all set up and get back to work a little bit, then we can work on the marriage event in October, which we're getting married at Garden of the Gods, and we're gonna have the reception at Academy Hotels in Colorado Springs, and it's a cool place. It's gonna be a big fun party time, man. I'm looking forward to it in October. Taking some time off too. So yeah, moving forward with other plans to do some traveling and tattooing this year. I want to get some tattoos from a couple guys that I have a lot of respect for, and that would be, I want to go to Florida. There's a really cool tattoo artist down there in Port Myers, Florida, called Biscuit, and I'm looking forward to going down there and spending some time doing that. Yeah, so I don't know. It's been a good thing. Paperwork's a pain in the butt. All these programs and agencies that I take part of and engage in getting assistance from in order to find the deals that I do in this life. Oh man, it gets to the point where like the deals sometimes aren't worth the paperwork, but once again I stuck through it and persisted and ended up getting in a pretty nice place because of it. So sorry about the wind. So yeah, this is February 9th here. Look at this. It's beautiful. Beautiful sunny day. It's like almost 70 degrees here in Colorado. Digging it. So I know after a while you don't want to see my face, so hear me just yammer on endlessly. So I'm actually getting to a point up here where I'm going to take a turn, keep walking. But yeah, I don't know. Routines are important. You learn this when you abandon your routine, and how quickly things can just descend into a chaotic existence of take it as it comes sort of attitude, which is fun for a while. But I've done a lot of that in my whole life. I've just take it as it came sort of person for a good chunk of my time here on this planet. So I'm kind of to the point where I don't want to continue down those roads because you don't get very much done. And so yeah. The other thing, I wanted to do a little upload on gaming. Pretty much the death of gaming happened to me yesterday. I just I'm done going to Magic the Gathering tournaments, and I used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons miniatures and tabletop strategy games, and I took a break from like 2006 to 2007, and no, I'm sorry, 2006 till 2014. 2006, 2007 to about 2014, and stopped playing Magic because it got expensive. You can get really obsessed with those kind of games and just spend all your money and time just playing the game and acquiring the cards and figures. And I mean, I still have a good chunk of my game and stuff. I sold, do a little side story here. I sold all of my double commons, uncommons, and about 30 to 40 rare D&D miniatures. I sold all those doubles here last month just to put a little money. I got $500 up front, and I'm going to get $2,000 spread out over 10 months, basically. I made a deal with the guy for $2,500. I gave him $3,700 worth of miniatures. So, and I've been collecting those miniatures for, going on 10 years or so, close to 10 years. Maybe not quite that much time, but almost a decade. So I sold those just to get some extra money this month and last month, and then he's going to give me money every month to pay him off, kind of deal. He's a friend of mine, so they're staying, going to a cool place. But yeah, I don't know. The games have gotten a lot more expensive and built in. I don't know, just the cards and the figures now with these games, like they market them specifically so they're not usable in the tournaments after a certain amount of time. Just, I don't know. A lot of the players at this one particular shop are real rules Nazis, and they just, I don't know. I don't like to fight when I play games. Like, and a lot of times these games turn into arguments. I should be designing games. I should be the one creating games, not playing them. I mean, yeah, I love to play games too, but not for the amount of money that these people require. I don't know, just one particular game I really got into just recently, and it just left me with a bad taste in my mouth because people take it so seriously. So here I am. I always wanted to come up here. Never got the chance. It's a little cemetery. Let's do a quick scan. So this is the cemetery. I thought it'd be a cool place to do a video upload. One of these old cemeteries. So yeah, it's not very big. Yeah, a little quiet time for the dead, reverence to those that have come before. I like old cemeteries. I like cemeteries a lot. I used to do a lot of role-playing game. And in Rhode Island, we'd go to these old mausoleums, and they had buildings that were totally enclosed, and we'd get inside them and play Vampire the Masquerade. Like, that was kind of interesting. So yeah, I just gotta know. I guess I was bored. I want to go for a walk today. If anybody even watches my videos all the way through to this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Or if they do, there's only a few. You have 300 subscribers, but I only get about, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me how many people watch my videos or don't. They'll get interesting. They'll get boring, just like life. I don't edit them very much, as you probably hate. But yeah. This is what I do. Days like this, beautiful day, I go for a walk, go to cemeteries, remember my mortality in this world. Try to be grateful for the things I have, and try to have an attitude of gratefulness. And I think it's helped lately, even without having a place to live, realizing that it could be so much fucking worse. I could be dead, I know that's not very positive, but it kind of is in the right perspective. And yeah. Thanks to everybody who made it this far in the video. Still working on stuff, it's hard to, it's kind of hard to get momentum going this year because there's so much, all the paperwork and shit and all that, just the mundane things of life I've had to take care of. I haven't been able to access entirely my full potential on a daily basis of accomplishing things that I want to accomplish in order to move my agenda forward, and that has been obstructed by Longmont for another year. Longmont, Colorado. It's been my home now going on 5 years. You know, I'm originally from San Diego, but I'm starting to feel like Colorado's my home. I thought about briefly for a moment moving to Kansas just because the rent is so cheap there, and the retail space is so cheap. It'd be super easy for me to open a business, but I haven't been able to do that yet. But it's still in the mind's eye. Still something I'm thinking about. There's other things I'm thinking about too. With business and stuff this year, I just don't have the capital to do all the dreams I desire quite yet. So I got to keep working hard. I can't get ahead of myself. I got to keep producing some art and saving some money and just whittling away hard. You know, I want to really hustle a lot this year. I'm getting married, so I want to make some money for that, extra money to make it really, really special as I possibly can. And there's things I want to do. There's places I want to travel this year. I want to go back to San Diego just for a little bit. But I have Mike Sirat. He's a good tattoo artist there. Redo a tattoo he did over 2 decades ago. One of my first professional shop tattoo, actually. And so yeah, that's what's going on with me. I put a death to gaming to the most part at shops. Like, I'm just not gonna game anymore at shops. I'm gonna try to find homies and people I can game with here and there if I even care. But most of the time, I think the real thing is I don't have the time to dedicate it anymore. That's what I realized. Like, you got to spend on these games are very complex. These strategy games I used to play in, and these people that play them competitively for tournaments, they dedicate a good portion of their day to it, to study it. And I guess there's just more important things to me right now in my life than gaming. I mean, I love D&D, I love Magic the Gathering, I love that stuff, but it's not a priority anymore. I'm hoping when I'm old to open a business where I can do that stuff for fun and still get paid, but that day's far away, and I really need to focus on my own art and maybe get plugged into the gaming thing as being a contributor on an art level instead of a gaming person. Like, I'd love to be actually an artist that is recognized in that community as somebody that's contributed to the cards or the stories, but that's a big goal, and it would take a lot of work, and so that's what I need to work on. But I just wanted to pretty much touch base. I know I said I'd do more videos this year, so I'm going to. I won't get any specific stories. I am working on a book. If anybody's interested in that, it's going to probably be out at some point this year. It's going to be a combined effort of me and my lady. It's going to have some of my art in it, some of my poetry, and some of my stories. I've collected a lot of interesting stories over the years. Some of them I haven't really talked about on YouTube. I may start doing that if people have any interest. If you got this far in the video, leave me a comment. If you really do like my videos and you want me to keep doing them, or you got things you want me to talk about, things you're interested in. I'm thinking about interviewing people on the street randomly, like interesting people. If that's something people be interested in, me interviewing people, leave me a comment. Any suggestions for this channel? You know, if it's something you're interested in, I'll look into it if it's interesting to me. And I got time to explore things and do research, and I'm an open book with that stuff. And if it's something I'm into, I'll dedicate some time and effort to it. But other than that, I guess that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching this far. 20 minutes is a long time nowadays, and this, it's about an episode of some cartoon on TV, so hopefully that was just as entertaining. Anyways, I love you all. Peace to you all. And, keep the positive vibes flowing and the magic growing, because things are going to change if you wanted to. If you put in that little bit, you meet the universe halfway,